Inspiring, caring, supporting, educating, enriching. These are the guiding values of the Shepherd Center of Greater Winston-Salem, a nonprofit interfaith ministry that's been promoting and supporting successful aging for more than 30 years. Hi, I'm Wanda Stark, here to share inspiring stories about one program of the Shepherd Center that focuses on helping older adults live as independently as possible in their own homes. Through the Faith in Action Care program, trained and dedicated volunteers build caring relationships with our older neighbors, providing assistance that can make a huge difference in their quality of life. As our population ages, we are seeing a tremendous increase in the needs of those in our community who are growing older. In the next 2 decades, we can expect huge growth in the 75 to 84 age group. As baby boomers live longer, the 85-plus population will explode by 2030 and beyond. Most older adults express a strong desire to live at home and maintain their independence. That's where volunteers with the Faith in Action Care program can help. Who are these volunteers? They are neighbors helping neighbors. Many are retired and see helping others as a way to find a new sense of meaning and purpose. All have a genuine concern for older adults and a passion for making a difference in someone's life. Let's take a look at the services provided: transportation for grocery shopping and medical appointments, assistance with minor home repairs, friendly visits for older adults who are lonely and isolated, respite care for caregivers.
I'll go with you up to the lab.
Ruby Webster knows how important it is for older adults to get to their necessary medical appointments. Missing an appointment can not only create anxiety, but can affect health and even result in unnecessary visits to the emergency room. Ruby volunteers a couple of days each week, helping people get to important appointments. For her, one of the joys of volunteering is the opportunity to meet so many wonderful people who appreciate the assistance she provides.
And I enjoy taking people, meeting all of the different clients. I usually take 2 or 3 a week, depending on their schedules. Sometimes, a lot of times they don't have anybody to go on a Friday. And that's one of the days that I can take people.
Volunteers like Ruby do more than just provide transportation. They provide human connection, someone to talk to on the way to an appointment. The relationships that form are just as important as the ride. In addition to taking people to medical appointments, volunteers in this program also provide transportation to grocery stores, another essential need for older adults who are not able to drive. Last year, the Faith in Action Care program responded to almost 2,000 requests for help with transportation needs. These needs are growing every day as our population ages. Taking care of minor repair needs around the house is another challenge for many older adults. Volunteer Steve Benefiel is passionate about using his handyman skills to assist with all kinds of needs people face when they are trying to stay in their homes and remain independent.
It's just very fulfilling helping older adults.
Volunteers in the home repair program can use their skills in carpentry, plumbing, minor electrical work, and other areas to assist with essential repairs, saving the homeowner the expense of calling a professional.
I'm pretty handy around the house, and I do a pretty decent job with the small stuff, and they just let me know here that they've got a real need for senior citizens that need small home repairs, and there's not a lot of volunteers. We've got about 12 people in this class today, and I was the only one that was volunteering for small home repairs.
Even the ability to change light bulbs, hang curtains, or install safety bars in bathrooms can be put to good use.
Oh, just so many things. I can't count them. That's why they've been a blessing to me.
Bessie Williams has benefited from Steve's volunteer labor. Staying in her home is very important to her, but keeping up with all the necessary maintenance and repairs on a limited income is difficult. Mrs. Williams frequently turns to the Shepherd Center's Faith in Action Care program when she needs help around the house.
Shepherd Center, they are so sweet. They're God sent, and I can think of a million things that I could say. But right now, all I can say, I just thank you.
Studies show that loneliness is one of the major challenges faced by older adults. Social isolation can lead to an increase in health problems, cognitive decline, and depression. Just having a friendly, familiar face to show up each week can make a huge difference in the life of an older adult who spends her days looking at the TV screen and the same four walls.
Yeah, I like the relationship. I believe in building a relationship with my client, and I love what I do. The elderly are a great population to work with because they're very welcoming. They appreciate what you're doing.
In addition to offering friendly visits, volunteers can also provide much-needed respite breaks for caregivers. When Sylvia Smith was a full-time caregiver for her cousin Tony, she never got a break for herself. She called the Shepherd Center, and a volunteer was assigned to spend some time with Tony so Sylvia could have a couple of hours a week to do what she wanted or needed to do.
Miss Sue, she was wonderful. She was like family, and she took Tony swimming. I told her about what Tony had come from and the things that we had done in Ohio. And she took Tony swimming and got Tony back in covered and got her back into exercises, swimming, and would take her to the library, would take her to the movies. I said, you know what? They're always sending somebody to be buddy up with Tony. What about can I have a buddy? So Miss Kim, she hugged me and she said, well, next week I'll come for you, and then the next week I'll come for Tony. But guess what? I end up keeping Miss Kim for myself. And Tony had her nurse at the time, and I didn't have a nurse. So Miss Kim was my confidant. She was my buddy. I've never seen a service like Shepherd Center to whereas they follow up and they get truly involved and they get to know their clients and they get to know the people in need, you know, and whatnot. Shepherd Center, like I say, you have to give them credit because they are a wonderful program.
These are just a few of the stories and faces which make the Faith in Action Care program one of the most essential programs in our community, meeting needs and supporting independence for over 1,600 older adults. Through strong partnerships with local faith communities, senior services, the Department of Social Services, the Area Agency on Aging, Hospice and Palliative Care Center, and other community organizations, the Shepherd Center of Greater Winston-Salem's Faith in Action program will continue to serve the growing needs of older adults in Forsyth County. So, how can you help? Consider giving a few hours a week to take someone to a doctor's appointment, or repair a kitchen faucet, or sit and visit with an older person who just wants to share his story. Volunteers receive training and ongoing support, as well as opportunities for continuing education. For more information on how you can get involved in the Faith in Action Care program, call the Shepherd Center at 336-748-0217 or visit our website, www.shepherdcenter.org. We hope to hear from you.